masters, the West. So Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, maybe partly Senegal and all that, they were considered as liberated countries, not Senegal. No, not Senegal. You know, because that Faye guy is a total sellout. Anyway, let's leave that and come back to the contraption Nigeria. But before that, right, a few days ago, it was reported that there is this community in Burkina Faso. Okay, I want to try and get at their name, right? Because they do have a name. So, I'm gonna something like a bosoms or something is the name of the community. It is a gold mining community. So they said they sent the soldiers, the Burkina Faso soldiers, invaded the community, attacked the artisanals because the government believes that they are illegally mining gold in that region. And this was what it looked like after. Let me show you that. The machine number. Allah. Combien de temps boutique de fin avion? Non, envoyez le fin thème à toi. Fin l'autre. Tire l'autre. On est monté fin yon. Nous avons des guides ne pas même des dignes ne des hommes même briller un million na la briller portable ah c'est ne kaya biga ya nanam zan digne ba auto wi am wene ba mpoko la menga yemenga na ya problem yelita ani ya duni yikri ya yelita atasu ya yelle Burkina la auto mam wone ba mpoko la menga ya ba me ya man shuru wone ba mpoko la
Nara sa malwe sa se fa la nan da ya ra sa se oh sang li da voilà comment dire sang media.
So they were accused of illegally mining gold. And then the military came, okay, arrested some of them, and then burned down their hamlets and what have you. In what the critic reported as the high-handedness of Ibrahim Traore's government in clamping down on illegal miners, but at the same time destroying their shanties and all that. I was talking to you earlier about the differences that we have, even though we try to embrace these differences, hoping that we could live together as a people in that contraption. But the truth of the matter is that we are not one, and there are evidences of that. The evidence of that actually abounds, okay? Now you, from the southern part of Nigeria, they can try to gaslight you by saying that not wanting the Fulani terrorists within your space is Fulani phobia. But the truth of the matter is that even those who they pretend to be one with, I'm talking about the Hausas, do not want them either. In northern part of Nigeria, where the Fulanis are in the minority when it comes to the populace or the population, but when it comes to the control of the levels of power in northern part of Nigeria, they tend to have the upper hand. But there is no group of people that actually hates the Fulanis than the Hausas. And that is why you see all these killings in northern part of Nigeria. It is always between the Fulanis and the Hausas, majorly. Or it's only when you begin to come down to the middle belt part of Nigeria that you begin to see other ethnic nationalities who are victims of the Fulani terrorism. Every young person from northern part of Nigeria, let me give you this idea. Let me give this context, okay? In this Sharia North, when we were growing up, we were told that we had 3 major ethnic nationalities in Nigeria: the Hausas, the Yorubas, and the Igbos. So they said the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the Igbos. So they are like, there's something called the Wa-Zo-Bia, Wazobia. Wa is come, Zo is come, Bia is come. So the Wa is in Yoruba, Zo is the Hausa, Bia is the Igbo. But when we now got this fake democracy, gradually, slowly, we started hearing Hausa-Fulani, Hausa-Fulani. What the F is Hausa-Fulani? There's nothing called Hausa-Fulani. You have Fulani, yes, you have Hausa, but because they were pushing this agenda that will later expose the fraud that we call this contraption, this Nigeria. They started pushing Hausa-Fulani, Hausa. So they make the Fulanis. They were telling the Hausas that they are the saviors of the Hausas. That the Hausas, they are barbaric, they are backward, they are idol worshippers. But it was them, the Fulanis, that brought salvation to them, that brought, that they brought them this, whatever. Share you guys are like, we are the one who brought you out of the dark, and we brought light to you. If not for us, you, the Hausas, you will be nothing. You see, this particular statement or this kind of belief has pitted the Hausas against the Fulanis for a very long time. But in the political front, especially to those of us from the southern part of Nigeria, they wanted to appear as one, but they are not. If you meet an average Hausa person in northern Nigeria, it will tell you that the Fulanis have been killing them. And their political leaders have always been politically correct, because for political advantage or political exigencies, right, they would rather pretend to be one. Hausa-Fulani. There's nothing like that called Hausa-Fulani in Nigeria. Nothing like that. Until this criminal political class decided to trade the freedom of their own people for locker of office, political power. Mustafa, what is that guy's name again? Christopher Musa, the chief of defense staff, said something on that, and a young man kind of like explained it further, what his own parent told him about the Fulanis. I don't know if you have seen this.
What is going on in the Northwest is the Hausa-Fulani fight. You know, we don't mention it. That is the bottom line. The Fulani man feels anytime he comes to town, he's molested, he's killed. The Hausa man believes that the Fulani man, using his headsmen, enters his farm and destroys his crops. So it's been a long time, I'm sure you're aware, it's been a long time issue that had not been addressed. So it's a political issue.
The difference between Fulanis and the Hausa is that Fulani, they have their own tribe. They have their own language.
Yes.
The way they speak is different from Hausa.
Yes.
If you listen to a Fulani man speaking,
Yes.
with the way Hausa man will speak,
Yes.
they are quite different.
Yes.
But what makes them to become one is that religion. They came with that religion and they said to them they are one. But yes, it's good that religion make you one. But at the same time, if you people say I want, then why, because of the religion, you later become emir in their states. You now, a state that is supposed to be ruled, governed by a Hausa man, when you go to Kano, when you go to Katsina, they even extended into Sokoto. You even go to Kaduna, you will see it's a Fulani man. It's a place that is supposed to be dominated, it's supposed to be ruled by the people of that state. By the people of that state, but you will see a Fulani man become. So Fulani man, their play, for me, it's like they betray them. For me, that's for me. For me, it's like they come with a deception. They come and they deceive you people, they give you the religion and they take over the resources of you people. The thing that you're supposed to be ruling, something that you're supposed to become dominant for it, they are the one who are dominating it. You can see that Hausa man has never become a president in this country. Why? Because Fulani man, they have been deceiving the Hausa people. We are one because of religion, but they never become president. And Fulani, let me tell you, Fulani are not beggars, to be honest. Yes, let me just say the truth. Why is it that Fulani people are not beggars? It's because they are the one who have been hijacking the treasure of this land to themselves. They are the one who have been accumulating the treasure of this country for themselves. So there are children who are staying in the villages with their cows. They don't beg and they don't marry. They don't marry a lot of women. You never see a Fulani man marrying, having many children like that. But I don't know why they came and they allowed the Hausa Fulani, they allowed the Hausas to marry, to get more people, to get more population. For me, they want the Hausa people to get more children, more population, so that in times of politics, they talk of democracy is a game of numbers. So they need that numbers, and the Hausa people are the one producing those children. And you can see the people that they are using to go and to do this killing, majority are the Hausas. But the one who you will discover leading is a Fulani man. And the leader, the gang role leader, is a Fulani man. While the majority that will follow behind are the Hausas. So they are using the Hausas to achieve their aim, to achieve their goal. But now I'm glad that the Hausa people are discovering the truth. Why will a Fulani man come and put something in your mind which is not the real you? They come and they change the real you. Because the Hausa man, I can assure to you, if you live with a Hausa man, is a man that believes that he just need peace. But Fulani man, they came, they changed him. Hausa man become a toxic, he becomes so hard to understand because a Fulani man came and deceived him with a wrong way of lifestyle. What I want the Hausa to do is to stop listening to Fulani, because Fulani, they bring division for us. Fulani, they are the cause of our problem that we are having today. Fulani are people that they don't forgive. Yes, that's what I had, and I believe it is like that. They can keep something for 100 of years and they will achieve it. Our grandparents used to tell us that those are people that they don't used to forgive something when they want something.
What is going on?
This is also what I heard, that the Fulanis, they can wait. They have the patience of, of a serpent. They can wait for as long as possible. They don't forgive and they don't forget. And that is one thing that El-Rufai also said. He said, this time, this was when Jonathan was killing these terrorists. You know what he said? He said that the Fulanis never forget and will never forgive. That every Fulani killed by the Nigerian army, even if it takes 100 years, that death will be avenged. But it didn't take 100 years. It took just about 1.5 years before El-Rufai became the governor of Kaduna State and unleashed the never seen before terror on the people of southern Kaduna. So yesterday, the Kaduna, his own successor, where, what is that his name again? Ubasani was having a party, a repentant terrorist party in Kaduna, where repentant Fulani terrorists that they love to call bandits were said to have surrendered. All their crimes, all the killings, the kidnappings, there's no punishment for that. Rather, the state was in a joyous mood that terrorists have repented and therefore they will now be rehabilitated. There's this report on that. Let me show you.
Some notorious bandit leaders have agreed to end banditry as part of a peace deal initiative spearheaded by the Kaduna state government in collaboration with some federal government agencies to end violence in many parts of Kaduna and environs. Trust TV had exclusive access into the peace deal in at least 3 meetings across various bandit camps in Ohuargan of Chikul local government area, Rima Forest, and Maidaro in Giwa local government area, as well as Kamfanindoka along the Funtua-Birningwari road. Some of the bandit leaders include Samaila Suleiman, known as Boka, who has been terrorizing areas of KK, Danghonu, and many communities in Millennium City, Chikun, and other communities in Kajuru local government area. He was also the mastermind of abductions in Kwara State and the May 2024 abductions of students of Confluence of Science and Technology, Osara, in Kogi State. People who left their houses and families should come back and continue with their normal life. Sadigelo is another bandit leader operating around Kateri and Gadamala Mamman on Kaduna Abuja Highway, while Musa is another kingpin operating around Jere, Moro, and Sabongayan on the Kaduna Abuja Highway. I am happy with this reconciliation because it will benefit the masses. We are seeking for your forgiveness so that we can understand one another and forge ahead. The notorious bandit leader Salehoro, who operates alongside Boka, as well as Yellow Jambros, who operate along Kaduna Birnungwari Highway, equally pledged to embrace the peace deal. Others are Haruna, Dukununu, and Kabiru operating around Saban Birni and Maidaro villages in Giwa local government areas. God knows that we are happy and ready for this peace deal. Trust TV interviewed many of the bandits who expressed weariness with the criminal activities and expressed their commitment to bring violence to an end. We are now convinced that this government is for the people and we will support the peace deal. We don't want our children to be bandits like us, but to go to school. A government negotiator who wished to remain anonymous assured the bandit of government's commitment to peace in the region. He urged them to stop attacking villages and release all kidnapped individuals in their custody. He promised that those who accept the peace deal would be empowered with skills to help them transition to a more peaceful and productive livelihood. Recent statistics from the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) revealed that between May 2023 and April 2024, over 614,937 Nigerians were killed and 2,235,954 kidnapped across the country. It also revealed that 2.2 trillion naira was paid as ransom. The report also indicated that the Northwest had the highest cases of kidnapping with 1,420,307 abducted, followed by the North Central with 317,887 and the Southeast 110,045. However, with the recent peace deal, residents of the affected communities have expressed joy and optimism that the peace deal would restore peace so they can return to their communities. I was born here and my children as well, and I am happy with this reconciliation. I will come back and continue with my farming.
We thank God and may God restore peace in our community.
We are happy because I can't remember the last time I came here. We are happy with this peace initiative. In a statement, the Chief Press Secretary to the Kaduna State Governor Ibrahim Musa said, Kaduna State Government, in collaboration with some federal agencies, has established the Peace Dialogue Group that is developing the Kaduna model, which is a comprehensive framework for sustainable peace and security. This model, according to him, will include disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration, alongside investment in rural development and conflict resolution.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
Terrorists, repentant terrorists, they are calling them bandits. We have seen many of such in the past. In Zamfara, they had this fanfare of repentant terrorists, and they always call them bandits. That's how the Bello Turuji and his gang, many like them, pretended to embrace peace because they were never punished for all the killings, all the kidnappings. You know how Nigeria lost to them? These guys were making trillions of naira, like hundreds of billions of naira, as proceeds of ransom from their victims. So then when the politicians pretended to be rehabilitating them, right? They are paying them 100,000 naira every month. So it didn't take long before many of them left their supposed camp of rehabilitation back into the bush and started kidnapping again. You know, people that have been seeing billions of naira, they were never punished for the people they killed or those they kidnapped. As long as they said they won't do it again. That's it. The state governors in northern Nigeria, they will put together this kind of a charade show, call the media to come and publicize it so as to make it look like they are making progress. Then after 3, 4, 5, 6 months, these guys will be back to business. Kidnapping, ransacking villages. And some of them too, they are like landlords in some of these illegal mining fields across northern Nigeria. The whole show up that they put together, it's not the first time, and it won't be the last time too. It's just the turn of Kaduna. We have seen it in Niger. We have seen it in Zamfara. We have seen it in Yobe. We have seen it in some of these places. We have seen it in Borno. They have never ended because there is nothing called repentant terrorist. No terrorist repents. The only repentant terrorist or a repentant terrorist is a dead terrorist. Now, when the terrorist is dead, then you can say he has repented. There's no repentant terrorist. There is no living repentant terrorist. But for political kind of like, photo op, they put all this out. Sheyi Makinde, which is the Solo Makinde Ibadan, told inter-religious body in Ibadan yesterday that most of these terrorists from Northwest, they are now migrating down to Oyo State. We all know the history of the Fulani terrorism in Oyo State, the one that brought Sunday Igboho to limelight of fighting for the people of Igogon and the environment, where the Fulani terrorists have they domiciled and they were kidnapping our people, killing them, raping them, kidnapping them for money. So Seyi Makinde now came out yesterday to say, even when he was celebrating his own birthday, right, that these terrorists came so close. He said they came 2 kilometers close to the hotel he was lodging in where they were doing his birthday retreat. That's what he said. Even though he assured that he will do all his best to ensure that they flush them out, but acknowledging the fact that the escaping Fulani terrorists, they have found their space or their place in the forest of Oyo State is concerning. Yes, it is. And we know that they've never really left. Somehow, you know, they've just managed to bury the story, not to make it like, you know, a primetime stories in Yoruba land. They are still there. Are people